The History of Kansas, a report by Nate and Jude Jack.
Kansas is the nickname is the Sunflower State. Joined the United States on January 29, 1861. Its motto is Ad Aspera per Aspera, which means to the stars through difficulties.
Kansas got its name by Native Americans who lived in this area called the Kansa. Kansa means people of the south wind. Kansas is in the middle of the United States. It's bordered by Missouri, Oklahoma, Colorado, and Nebraska.
It's made of 105 counties. Johnson County is the first in population with 619,195 people. Sedgwick County is in the second with 525,525 people. The largest county per square mile is Butler County.
The abbreviation is KS, and the capital is Topeka.
The western meadowlark is the state bird of Kansas. It has a yellow chest and a gray back.
The ornate box turtle is the state reptile of Kansas. The Kansas State song, Home on the Range, was written by Dr. Brewster Higley in 1947. This bright yellow flower with a dark brown center is the state flower of Kansas. It is the sunflower.
The state tree of Kansas is the cottonwood tree. When it drops off cottonwood seeds from the leaves, it looks like cotton. In 2005, the U.S. Denver Mint made the commemorative Kansas State Quarter. It features the buffalo and the 3 sunflowers on the reverse.
These are some interesting facts about Kansas.
Clara Barton is best known to have founded the American Red Cross. She was born on Christmas Day in 1821 and was a Civil War nurse. Barton County is named after Clara Barton, and it is in Kansas.
The graham cracker was invented in Kansas in 1829 by Sylvester Graham. Kansas is made up of 82,278 square miles. It ranked 15th in all of the states of the U.S. in size.
It is as flat as a pancake. The lowest point is 679 feet above sea level, and the highest point at 4,039 feet above sea level.
Kansas has nice Great Plains and forests. There are 2 main rivers in Kansas, the Missouri and the Arkansas. Kansas has many lakes, but Milford Lake is the biggest. It is in the northeast region of the state.
The 3 largest cities in Kansas are Wichita, Overland Park, and Kansas City. Wichita has the most at 395,699 people. Overland Park has 197,106 people. Kansas City has 154,545 people.
Summers are pretty warm and winters are mild. July is the hottest month. Temperatures can get up to the low hundreds. The coldest month is January. Usually it doesn't get up more than 30 degrees.
Some parts of Kansas can get more than 45 inches of precipitation yearly. Spring is usually rainy and tornadoes can appear. Tornado Alley is the nickname of the path that tornadoes take through some states. It goes right through Kansas. The population in Kansas is 2,937,150 people. 34.9 is an average of how many people there are per square mile. White people have a percentage of 85.9%. Hispanic or Latino has a percentage of 13%. Third, Black or African Americans have a percentage of 6.2%. Asian people make a percentage of 3.2%. The percent of males are about 50 and the female are about 50.
The largest religion in Kansas is Catholicism at 27%, then Methodist at 14%, and Baptist has 12%. Kansas has many tourist spots that you can visit. The Sedgwick County Zoo opened in 1971 and was given awards for breeding endangered animals and conserving them. It is located in Wichita, Kansas. There is about 3,000 animals in the zoo.
Also in Wichita, Kansas, the Museum of World Treasures has many exhibits that could be a historical site. You can see dinosaur bones, 2 mummies in coffins, so many war uniforms and a machine gun, a Buddhist statue, and places about music back in the day with a small solid gold instrument in a glass case. The Keeper of the Plains is a big Native American chief statue located in Wichita, Kansas. It is right in front of the bridge. It has a fire pit so they can have a fire around it every night for 15 minutes.
The Kansas City Chiefs are a football team that won the Super Bowl this year. The main occupation of Kansas are farming and airplanes. Fertile farmland is Kansas's top natural resource. Wheat and corn are the main things grown. Kansas produces so much wheat that it can give every person on the planet with 6 loaves of bread a year.
Kansas produces and sells many airplanes. It is called the air capital of the world. In fact, in the late 1940s, they had 4 places where they produced the B-29 Superfortress, also known as the Enola Gay. 3,970 were made, and of those, 1,644 of them were made in Kansas. There's only 2 B-29s that still exist that can still fly. One is the Doc, and the other is the Fifi. The Doc is in Wichita.
The Dust Bowl and the Chisholm Trail were part of Kansas's history.
In 1937, during the Great Depression of Kansas, the Dust Bowl appeared when farmers weren't using their farming equipment correctly. A Dust Bowl is a big storm, but instead of lightning and rain, it's dust. There was a drought and the crops were dead when the Dust Bowl hit Kansas and part of Texas and Oklahoma. 60% of the people left. It lasted for 9 years.
The Chisholm Trail is a trail that they used to drive cattle from Texas to Abilene, Kansas. It started in 1867 and ended in 1884. The amount of cows that made it to Abilene, Kansas was more than 5 million.
Kansas is home to many famous people.
Amelia Earhart was born in Atchison, Kansas on July 24, 1897. She is famous for being the first female to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. She disappeared in an airplane when she was trying to fly around the globe in 1937. She was 39 when she disappeared.
Bob Dole was born on July 22, 1923, in Russell, Kansas. He was a senator and a politician from 1964 to 1996. He was a Republican. He was shot with a machine gun in 1945 during the WW2 in Italy. He did not die, but his right hand and right arm he couldn't feel. The Robert J. Dole Veterans Hospital in Wichita, Kansas is named after him.
Dwight D. Eisenhower was born in 1890 in Texas, but he was raised in a home in Abilene, Kansas. He was president from 1953 to 1961. He is famous for WW1 and WW2. He also helped plan the D-Day attack. He even helped in the Vietnamese War.
Kansas is a great place to live in and enjoy with a lot of tourist attractions and great history.